WWE's Money in the Bank is June 18th, and we have two matches on the card. Uh, all I can say is wow about this first one. This first one is a rematch for the WWE Championship. That being because Jinder Mahal is your new WWE Champion. And, I do have to eat a little bit of humble pie because I don't think anyone really thought Jinder would win. It's not because he can't. It's just the role he's been in over the past few years. God, look at him from Free MB to, everything in his career. Hell, to the point where he had Khali as pretty much his servant, among many other things. To his recent run of Inner Peace, to now being the Maharaja and being the WWE champion. It's really, it's something new. It's something that needed to be done for a long time. And if anything, I look back at Jinder. I look back at people in the past, and I feel like this could have been what Muhammad Hassan could have been. Albeit, besides the obvious things, the reasons why Muhammad Hassan has not been seen in wrestling since. It's pretty much the same deal. People hate him because of where he's from. People hate him in his mind because of what he stands for and what he is. And it's basically a carbon copy of Muhammad Hassan. And if you look at it this way, Jinder Mahal is now the 50th ever WWE champion. What I mean by that is the 50th individual to have held the title. There are 50 people, 51 if you count Antonio Inoki. WWE does not recognize that reign, however, and 52 if you count Ted DiBiase, but WWE doesn't recognize that either. However, this is 50 individuals who have held the title. This is the title that you can go back to all the way to 1963 in that fictitious Rio de Janeiro tournament. And now, the names, it's weird when you think about it at first, because, people like Bruno Sammartino, people like Hulk Hogan, people like Bob Backlund, people like Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, even Andre the Giant for a day, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock. He probably said Shawn Michaels already, but Shawn Michaels, Triple H, John Cena, Jinder Mahal. That's probably the first thought you think of out of everyone that's held the title. It's interesting to me that WWE would go this route, but then again, I'm not surprised because Vince McMahon has the ideal of big, sweaty men. It's documented. You look at what WWE has had as past champions. Look, Diesel, Roman Reigns, The Big Show even, Hulk Hogan, The Undertaker. Big, sweaty men. That is Vince McMahon's MO with this championship. And Jinder obviously has had a body transformation to where it looks like he's on something. To where he looks like he's clearly on something. And Vince McMahon gives him the title. It is back to that. But nonetheless, he defends the title against Randy Orton, which is crazy. Thinking of Jinder Mahal as the champion, Randy Orton as the challenger. This should easily be a squash. But much like a couple days ago at Backlash, anything can really happen. So I feel like Jinder will hold the belt, and I would not be surprised if he holds it till WrestleMania, just to prove he's not a joke or a transitional champion or anything like that. If this guy holds the WrestleMania, think of it this way. Jinder Mahal went from the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, being the runner-up to WWE Champion, to where now Mojo Rawley is the winner. Mojo talks to Andre's statue trophy thing like he's still alive. And Jinder Mahal reaps all the benefits. It's great. I love it. And finally, let's go to the Money in the Bank ladder match. Money in the Bank ladder matches in the past have been hard to predict. This one is pretty obvious once we go through the names here. But I just want to clarify something with this match. The winner of this briefcase will be able to cash in for the WWE Championship. And it looks like only the WWE Championship because Brock Lesnar is in the woods somewhere in Canada with the Universal title. You know, unless you want to do 24/7 rules and have him go to Brock's house, have a fucking hardcore match for the belt, which would be stupid knowing it's Brock Lesnar with the title. It would probably be wise to just only look at the WWE Championship, which is probably why they only didn't do that. Because in the past, the Money in the Bank ladder briefcase has been for both world titles. But, you know, once the brand split happened, you have individual shows, so individual titles, individual briefcases, something of that nature. Regardless, the 6 men in this match are as follows: Sami Zayn, Baron Corbin, AJ Styles, Dolph Ziggler, Shinsuke Nakamura, and the face of America and United States champion, Kevin Owens. Now, like I said before, the Money in the Bank matches are hard to predict just because of people in there. But looking at the names, we can kind of go the Royal Rumble route and pick who could win and who won't. For example, Sami Zayn. As much as it would be great for Sami to move up to the next level, I don't think this will be his time. The same goes for Baron Corbin, because honestly, those two will cancel each other out. AJ Styles, former WWE champion. You look at what he can do in the ring. He would be one of the front runners for this match. However, I feel like Kevin Owens would cancel him out. But I wouldn't be surprised if AJ won, though. Dolph Ziggler, the only man in this match who has won a Money in the Bank ladder match and successfully cashed it in as well. With Dolph, if this was a few years ago, I would say definitely put Ziggler in there as a potential winner of the match. But Ziggler has been on the decline ever since winning the Money in the Bank ladder match, ironically. And, I don't know that we would put him in that position because, yes, he's injury prone. Yes, he's been great recently. But do you want to have him as a risk as your world champion? I don't know if WWE would do that. Shinsuke Nakamura, the obvious favorite going into this match. If you put him in here, you obviously have to have him win it. Unless you say, Ziggler takes him out and they take each other out, and that makes sense. But I feel like Shinsuke Nakamura is the favorite going into this match. And finally, Kevin Owens. A man who has been the Universal Champion. A man who's been the United States Champion, who currently is the United States Champion, and not technically, but moreover, when there's a champion in the match, it's more than likely that they will not win the match. So KO has that against him. But KO could win the match. He has ladder match experience. Unlike some of these people, Sami had experience, AJ had experience, Dolph had experience. I don't remember Baron Corbin or Nakamura ever being in a ladder match. So this could be their first one. So people of experience would have a better edge in this match. So KO, I feel, could win this one. But again, he's the United States champion, so I wouldn't be surprised if AJ took him out and the casualties had her out. So honestly, the only one that would make sense is Nakamura. But with that being said, Money in the Bank is June 18th. And a lot will be going on, including what will happen with Rusev. What will happen with his world title thing, or will he just leave and never be seen again? We'll find out with that. But as the matches go on, and even if we have people that might be added to the match, I don't know if you could add more. You could have maybe 2 more in here. You never know. But with that, we'll just see what happens.